What? 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 What?
Why?
What? 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 What?
This is sick shit.
What? 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 What?
I'm not salty grapes. These blonde, bad-built butch bodies.
Why can't you?
Does anybody know what the fuck he just said?
Why can't you? Why can't you?
Sorry, this one's for Mikey.
Why can't you? I did this. Why can't you?
Stupido.
We have a good time getting the show off the ground every day. Takeoff is always fun.
That's always fun. They don't let us play the sound effects at the end for the ending. They're like, oh, you can't touch any buttons.
Yeah, they take all the buttons away. It's like, dude, shut up, okay? Like, for real, for real. You know what? Before the end of the show, I'm going to fucking switch it over to this mode, echo mode, and fucking let them have it. Fucking can't fucking stop me. Are you fucking joking? Fucking, here, put this shit in the background. What fucking... Hi everybody, and welcome to the headliners. I'm gonna add some more light into my situation. Nah.
I'm actually perfectly lit.
I'm out of focus and shit. Dude, this camera is like, what just happened? I was recording a chair.
It burns.
It burns us precious. Nasty elves twisted that light. White balance, okay. Let's see. Should I zoom
White
it?
balance. That sounds racist.
Yes, perfect. Perfect. This is perfect.
Yep. If you just want to look at your mouth.
Some people might.
Hey man, this is not the right podcast for that, man.
You're
not the right stream.
You're not the decider on what is or is not a kink.
Yeah, but that's for your OnlyFans account, bro.
I would never do an OnlyFans. I would just like give it away for free. You know what I'm saying?
And in the part of the documentary that will be the rise and fall of Mikey Famine, the fall begins with OnlyFans.
I told you just now, Tim, it is my art. I believe in Ubuntu. I am because we are. This is everyone's body. You know what I'm saying? I don't let nobody get turned away from seeing their own flesh and blood.
And that's when the narrator will be like, and that's when he knew that he fucked up.
Prosecutors say.
Witness testimony says.
That's the shit you don't. A jury decided and under is like, no.
Or even worse, you get like the text scroll on the screen that was like 2026 Mikey Famine was convicted of.
It just, yeah, if you get soft, like eggshell white, slightly italic letters coming up words at a time. Oh no.
In 2026, a jury decided.
Yeah. He remains incarcerated.
He's currently serving out 5 to 10 years.
Yeah. His sentence, he should be free in 2098.
That's the last little text that comes up, that pops up. He will be free in 20 years.
In 2068, he will be up for parole.
This side, this one's for Mikey.
This one's for Mikey. Oh boy. I was telling my wife about that Emerald Lagasse clip and how fucking unhinged it was. I was like, I don't remember that show being like that.
It must have been the guy's episode. There's no way he got away with that shit fucking 3-4 days a week.
We'll find out next week. We'll find out next week.
Yeah. Shout out to our surreptitious person. Don't say who it was, because it's an alt account, so we don't want to give up the alt.
behind the Mikey.
Oh, you know what it is? Behind the green screen.
Ah, the
Yeah.
Mikey famine story.
The Mikey behind the green screen, the Mikey famine story. We knew something was up when he stopped using his green screen. He just started using raw wall.
They're gonna interview me. I'm gonna be like,
Uh,
so I met.
Oh
Mikey
my god!
Famine.
Okay, hold on, stop. If any of you guys ever get fucking interviewed about me, please lie. Make it fucking crazy. I want everybody to have a different story.
He told me that if I didn't podcast with him, he would find me.
That's right. He said something about IP address. He said, that's why I invited you to Discord. Just all conspiracies in there. It's like he said something about Roblox.
Something. He said something about Roblox.
Roblox, crypto AI, something.
He was like, bro, you got to get a Roblox account. It's great.
And that's after he started doing those special missions for Blackwater. Like I'm talking about, I want all the lore in the Mikey famine story.
When we were talking about the Epstein files, he said he was in them.
He said he recorded most of that stuff. He was the producer.
He was on the island with Howard Lutnick.
I heard he drove the
family.
boat. I heard he was the nanny they were talking about. He used to nanny.
He said he sat in that weird dentist chair.
Okay, hold up. I thought we were going to go to funny stuff, not Epstein stuff. Like I yes-anded, and then I was like, wait a minute. I don't want to yes-and this.
Mikey Famine told me to invest in Trump coin.
Now that's funny. He called me from his Trump phone.
Trump phone. He's like, dude, I got the first one.
The only one.
The only one.
And then, of course, this will get played 1,000 times. I voted for Trump. Therefore, everything that I want to happen needs to happen. And then the rampage began.
when they interview me and they play that clip, I'll be like, yeah, he said that. And he meant it.
I heard it's tattooed on his lower back like a tramp stamp.
Mikey Famine's got a Trump tramp stamp.
Dude, I wish I could get a tramp stamp. That is like the hairiest part of my body. I don't know what's going on. I have a little fur patch, just like my fucking beard. My poor wife. Like, don't put your hand on my lower back. I'm sweaty. Don't do it. Oh, you did it. You did it. I told you. It's bad. See?
And
it's gross.
You know, if they did this documentary, they'd have to interview some people too, like Viper Scott.
Viper Scott would be in shadow. With a voice changer. I don't know what I was thinking by being a binsider. It was obvious what Mikey was all along. A villain.
They said join the Bintifada. I didn't know what that meant.
If I knew now what... Oh, if I knew then what I know now, there's no way I would ever subscribe to the Ben podcast. And then I would bust through the screen, interrupt my own documentary.
The interview would be like, so how much money did you give them?
At this point, we were asked to leave.
Yeah, right. Fuck the hell off. Then the person known as Viper Scott stormed off and said this interview is over.
Flipped the table. Shoved our producer very hard.
Yeah, right. That's what the documentary would say. Viper Scott bankrolled us.
Luckily for us, we're pussies and we don't break the law. Oh, thanks, Diz. It'll be me and Diz out there. Me just rattling my cup against the bars.
Yep.
No justice, no peace, no.
Yeah.
And then they took my cup.
When they do the final Mikey Famine interview, it'll be with him on the other side of that plate glass with the speaker in the jumpsuit.
So here's how the Mikey lore goes, right? I would be giving myself the interview.
Oh.
A masked fascist takeover of the country, and they finally grab the leader, and then I can pull my mask off, and I'm me interviewing me. I had to create the villain because I'm the only one that could stop myself.
Oh boy, it's a whole fucking your super villain origin story.
Inception. I got the buttons. You got the stuff.
I'll get the people's. Hold on 1 second. Let me get there.
Okay.
Let me get there.
Speaking of. Speaking of, I got both. If you're not ready, you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm on the wrong stream. Hold on.
Wow, nerd. Jeez, you just can't click the top one whenever you want. Okay.
Whatever.
I don't know if it was the top. Was it the top one?
I think so.
Yeah, my joke.
Okay, I got the names. All right, ready?
Yes.
Comments.
Over here.
Agent 01 Soul.
Our finest peacock.
Darlene.
Boring, Huey.
Yeah, give me some energy.
Mark Hamill.
Holy shit. Oh, do we have any Star Wars?
I don't think we have any Star Wars.
Pathetic.
Sorry, Mark Hamill.
They are effing pathetic.
We don't have Star Wars. That's on us. Sorry, Mark.
Jen Solo 526.
Another Star Wars person.
Damn.
Do not have unlimited money.
There's too many Disney people in the chat. We cannot afford this.
Moich.
How the BAs and some grease go, Tigers.
Does anybody know what the he just said?
It was
Nope.
welcome. He said welcome.
Ways to Human.
Hey, Ways to Human.
I'm not salty grapes.
I'm not salty
AJ?
grapes. You are Victoria.
I am Victoria.
Achievement.
And Simon Williams.
Because you are making the president look bad.
Careful, Simon. This hour brought to you commercial free thanks to our patron, Scott. Viper Scott, everybody say thank you, Viper Scott, in the chat right now.
Thank you, Viper Scott.
I doubt it.
No, you're going to do it.
Viper Scott, when you have to be
Open the
deposed
fucking
against
street, you crazy
Mikey Famine,
bastards.
just remember, we made the commercials free.
And
Made a commercial
also,
free.
just, I mean, when they do come for me, you guys are not compelled to testify. You do have a Fifth Amendment. You could not snitch on me.
That's going to be me the whole time. I'm going to Fauci it up and be like,
Hell yeah.
I've been advised by my counsel to exercise my Fifth Amendment rights.
To remain silent. And then you can get the thief. You can do the whole Chappelle skit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thief. I plead the fifth. You don't have to say nothing.
Cortez wants to know, did you get a new camera? Bro.
No, I have light.
He just has lighting.
It looks better when I actually light the fucking room. I was doing a bad job before. But I had a little Pixar snaky arm, clippy light. That motherfucker burnt out on me like last year. And I never actually got around to replacing it.
Mm-hmm.
I should probably do that.
I had one burn out on me, and then I got another one because it burned out real quick too. And it was supposed to be like an LED. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what mine is. Well, I did have for a while. Yeah, I did. The button was not going great. Not the laptop cams.
Oh man, I remember having to do it on the laptop cam. It was not great.
Hey, don't look at our old streams. We were trying our best.
We were doing our darndest.
Didn't exactly know how to do all the parts yet. But that's over.
When we were streaming, like playing Halo and whatnot.
Yo, my Halo streams are fucking phenomenal. Fuck what you're talking. Whatever you're about to say, I 100% disagree.
No. I had the craziest setup because all I had was a laptop. So I had my laptop HDMI connected to my television and the Stream Deck. so the Stream Deck could output to a different screen.
We knew what we were doing.
There were wires all over my living room.
My cord management is so much better now.
Yeah,
I have matured. I would just be grabbing any old thing. Oh, sorry.
$2 from the Dark Lord Greg. I'm only here so I don't get fined, Marshawn.
That is literally one of the best sports quotes of all time. And the fact that he said that shit 38 times in a row only made it better.
I'm only here so that's what I'll say. I'm only here so I don't get fined.
I'm only here so I don't get fined. I'm only here so I don't get fined. I'm only here so I don't get fined. Yup, I'm only here so I don't get fined. He's too awesome for the NFL.
Yeah.
He's got all the athletic talent. He's just too big of a personality.
All right, so now that we've banded for 20 minutes, what godforsaken thing are we talking about today?
Well, it's not that bad.
What dystopia nightmare do we currently live in?
It's not. Well, all right. All right. Let me be square with you. All right. It's okay. Let's think of scale.
Okay.
I mean,
all right. Is this like
on a 1 to 10? How bad do you think it is?
11?
Okay, 11.
Like
11 is a fair guess. 11 is fair. What if I told you it was 3.5 times the worst it's ever been?
Oh no, not Joe.
It's
something, it's one of the reasons I got to Congress and decided to run was we were coming up on a $4 trillion debt.
Wow, $4 trillion. That sounds like a lot of money.
Man, try and imagine. I just want everyone to do a thought experiment with us here. Try and imagine $4 trillion.
That's what's in my bank account right now, and I'm not lying.
And that's what is that clip for the documentary?
Yeah. Delusions of grandeur often swept through his brain.
Just $1 trillion is so big a number that like the human brain actually can't fathom $1 trillion.
It's countries worth of money. So
right. It's unimaginable already. So $4 trillion is unimaginable.
That was in the 90s.
That was in the 90s. Yes,
that's when Joe got into politics.
Because he old.
What would you do for?
A $4 trillion debt. Now, when Donald Trump got elected, he had promised that he was going to, I don't know if you remember, he promised he was going to pay down the deficit and he was going to pay down the national debt. He said it in 2018 that he was going to pay down the national debt.
I'm pretty sure the national debt's gone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did that.
$15 trillion of investment, I remember. So the deficit should be almost gone.
Yeah, it should be like nothing now.
He said it on the campaign trail. He was going to pay down the national debt. He hasn't done that. And the U.S. national debt just surpassed $40 trillion for the first time ever.
Brother, this guy stinks!
I just had something crazy in my ear. $40 trillion?
40 trillion.
That's a lot. That's a lot. You knew they were going to get there. They were planning on getting there. That's why they raised the debt ceiling to that amount, because they knew they were going to get there. But they got there faster than they thought they were going to get there.
Like
that's why they're out there begging for more money.
What? No. You're lucky we don't sell all those boats.
Yeah, you're lucky we don't fucking sell the Lincoln to somebody.
You're lucky we don't scrap it for copper.
I'm pretty.
We are
$40 trillion
broke.
dollars. I'm pretty sure if you liquidated the assets of the U.S. government, they would not equal $40 trillion.
Well, they finna lease that shit out to the people because they ain't got no goddamn money.
Christy says, I'd be happy with just 1% of $40 trillion.
God.
That milestone was reached yesterday, only 5 months after it hit a record $39 trillion.
Wait.
$1 trillion in 5 months.
First of all,
New achievement.
I fucking told you guys he's a fucking old crazy thief.
This is sick shit.
$1 trillion in 5 months. I never, ever want to hear any of you fucking MAGA idiots complaining about Democrat spending on anything. I want universal health care. I want fucking free colleges. $1 trillion in 5 fucking months. Nope, I want it all now.
do we know the estimated cost of universal health care in America? I'm sure it's not $1 trillion in a month.
No, 5 months.
Piper Scott, 2 British pounds. To be honest, much went in Trump's family's friends' pockets.
Talking about fraud, waste, and abuse. $1 trillion in 5 months.
$1 trillion is insane. Insane. How do you even get to there? How do you even get to that in 5 months? I can't even think of a way to spend $1 trillion in 5 months.
That's what I'm saying. Estimated 28 trillion to 35 trillion over a decade. So 3 to 4 trillion a year.
So Chrissy says universal single parent health care in the U.S. is projected to cost between 4.2 trillion to 4.5 trillion per year. But that's just expanding Medicaid and Medicare, which we already pay a lot for.
And
right. Brewster's Trillions. You remember Brewster's Millions, Mikey?
No.
Oh my God, that was a good one.
And the thing is, I don't know how these numbers can to cover everybody. That number can't stay high. Motherfucker, you have a 350 million patient group. So how much are you going to charge us for insulin?
Right. And 2%
I have
overhead.
I have all the diabetics. I have all the people with MS. I have all the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is a very strong negotiating chip. So to think that we would pay the same thing, that's why I think it would be lower.
I also think it would end up being lower.
What went on, guys? 2 British pound for virus. Thank you for Scott. Has it been broken down what it went on, guys? Oh, yes. You can guess, but most of what you think.
There's
the ballroom
in debt in March. Our country is going to borrow more than $2 trillion this year just to pay for interest on the debt, including the.
That's what's crushing us.
Yeah, interest on the debt.
Because the interest is going to match GDP in a few years here.
Yeah, and then we're really going to be fucked.
Then there's no way out.
Yeah, we do need universal health care. Mark Scott is correct.
Yes. Trusty Abe Co., what up?
Iran and tax cuts enacted last year, $2 trillion for that. And so Donald Trump, who promised, while he's sitting around there talking about construction projects, he promised he was going to pay off the debt. And yet he's responsible for a massive portion of the national.
And he said he was going to pay off the national debt with these foreign investments, which never fucking showed up, and with tariffs, which he just had to give back.
It's crazy, man. That's crazy. This is crazy.
Yes.
Debt. Reuters reports that it rose $7 to $8 trillion during his first term, with more than half of it accumulating during the pandemic response over his last 9 months in office. So far, the debt's increased by $3.8 trillion for a total of $11.6 trillion, only 6 years in office. So Think about that.
Fucking crazy.
We got a
And it's
$40
$2 trillion
trillion
a year.
debt.
That's
He
$2
doesn't-
trillion a year.
He doesn't know
That's
He
$2
doesn't-
trillion a year.
He doesn't know what he's doing.
We talked about this before these numbers came out. Last year, when at the end of 2025's fiscal year, they spent $1.5 trillion. And that was 1 year's spending. That was the federal deficit for the year, was $1.5 trillion over what they projected. Which, by the way, the federal budget is $7 trillion. So they spent more than $7 trillion.
The money is just literally getting pumped out of the fucking lower classes into the 1%.
Like-
It is like a fucking plunger. They are just pumping the money out of us and absorbing it.
I'm pretty sure if you do a deep dive into our back catalog, you will find an episode where we did an actual episode on the federal budget.
Yeah.
And we talked about discretionary spending and non-discretionary spending. You know, like debt servicing and Medicare and Medicaid is all non-discretionary spending. And then half the budget is discretionary spending, which is about $3.5 trillion. And they're talking about overspending discretionary spending by $1.5 trillion. So instead of spending $3.5 trillion, they spent $5 trillion.
No, but they gotta. Hey, ICE needs the money. All these contracts, all these warehouses they were fucking buying up at double the cost.
Chrissy, stop trying to hurt
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, it's one house per house.
I don't have that money.
We
I ain't got it.
need everybody to buy a second house, get a second mortgage, and just give it to us.
I can't even refinance. The interest rates are too high.
Hey, I know where we can find $1 trillion.
Where? What,
He
this
don't
guy?
need- No, I know one guy who's got $1 trillion. Who had $1 trillion. You should
Oh, yeah. We go
Hey.
get that money from him.
eminent domain. I need that cash, brother.
Hey, that whole SpaceX thing, that's ours now.
Yeah, appreciate it. We're selling it.
2 British pounds, Ivor Scott. What point bankruptcy of the U.S. can it happen? Countries, it's harder for countries to become bankrupt because the government budget system doesn't work the same way like our personal budgets work. No matter how Republicans try to say that, it doesn't. Debt is different for countries than for people. We own a lot of debt of other countries. They own a lot of debt of us. If they were to call in our debt or whatever, we were to go bankrupt, it would be like a global chain reaction, economic collapse.
We're too big to fail.
We're too big to fail because we also own a lot of debt. Like China owns debt of us. We own debt of theirs. And everyone just trades around debt. The big problem is when our debt becomes much bigger than our GDP. And it looks like we can't pay that debt back. Like
No,
the interest
see, we're gonna
becomes too
get
much.
We'll get the GDP under control, or we'll get the deficit under control by not taxing the richest people who spend the most money.
Right.
That will do it, I think. We just never tax them into oblivion.
Yes. It's time, guys. It's time to stop playing this game where we don't tax people and then we spend all this money. It's time to start taxing some motherfuckers.
Everyone else is already doing it. They just need to join the fucking club. Everyone else is doing their fair share. They cannot avoid that shit. If you make like 20 fucking bucks an hour, you're not dodging any fucking tax.
202-224-3121. Call your representatives and tell them to stop giving tax breaks to assholes like Elon Musk.
He needs his $2 trillion.
That dude needs to be taxed out of his pants.
No, he can keep his pants.
Willie, he's responsible, many accounts, for anywhere from 25 to 30% of America's national debt. So what that means is, of the 45,
That's insane.
46, well, 45 presidents, even though he's 47, Of the 45 presidents that this country has had, 45, Donald Trump is responsible for almost a third of this country's national debt. Him, the one. And it took us over 210 10 years for all of those presidents, from George Washington all the way through Bill Clinton, to together collectively pile on as much debt as Donald Trump has done by himself. It's credible. One final thing, forgive me, but you say 40 trillion and people's eyes glaze over. Think about it this way.
Look at,
if you made $1 million every day,
which I do,
$1 million every day to pay off the national debt, you would have to work for 109,000 years every day.
That's too much work, Joe. We can't do it.
That's too many works.
That's too many works. There aren't that many years in a day.
Not that many works I can do.
I can't do all those works.
Especially at $1 million a day.
Why? To pay off the national debt. And to put that into, I said...
Or we could just start taxing Elon and them. I'm just saying.
I mean...
We could just start taxing them.
Really, just like a 5% tax on billionaires would solve a lot of problems. Start taxing their fucking... all of their trades. Start taxing it all. All this stock market bullshit, tax the shit out of it. Fucking start taxing Bitcoin.
Start taxing the donor dollars that are spent on advertising.
Yeah. Start taxing that shit.
You take in political income? Great. All them campaign bucks are taxed at 80% wherever you spend them.
Also, and I know this is Mikey's catchphrase, tax the church.
Hell yeah. Motherfuckers flying around in jets and shit. Nah, brother. You're going to be on Greyhound from now on.
All them dudes that own mega churches, yeah, start taxing that shit.
You better go back to the church van. Get your name painted on the side. You can get a wrap now.
9,589 years. I tallied it up. To put that in perspective, that's 20 times. 20 times.
Tax them up.
You get a tax, and you get a tax. Everybody gets a tax, except for people who make less than $50,000. You don't need to tax those people at all.
100. We can bring it up because $100,000 that ain't shit now.
Yeah, $100,000 a year.
That's middle class.
Don't tax those people. Everyone else, tax the shit out of them.
It's taxing time.
Times longer than all of recorded history.
Yes.
So that's how deep we are in debt. And we're so deep in debt that...
If Elon Musk can claim that he's a trillionaire because he owns that much stock in SpaceX,
right,
then we can tax him on that much stock in SpaceX.
Yeah, it's got to be worth something at some point.
If it's worth money to his investors to give him loans and give him money, it's worth money to the government to tax. Yep. I'm tired of that fucking scheme.
And if he has to sell some of them for that, then so be it. This shit's got to start moving again. Yeah. Motherfuckers just hoarding shit and holding up monopolies and duopolies and shit like that. No. The agitator is being put back into the washer and dryer combo. Okay.
Hell, tax poly market.
Fuck yeah. It's gambling anyway.
Americans are now paying interest on the debt at a higher level this year than they're paying for America's national defense. That's the first time that's ever happened. Where you're actually,
I feel good
your
about
credit card debt from the federal government is actually higher than defense to protect our country.
Calling it credit card debt.
And you're right. Sometimes these numbers get...
It's not credit card. If everyone, I know you want to make it something that people can relate to, but it's not. It's not something anyone can relate to because it's not that kind of debt.
It's not personal debt.
It's not personal debt. The government doesn't have a credit card that says Visa and U.S. government on it, and they just hand it to people.
Pretty sure that's how it works.
It's just not. It's not how it works. It's
says,
borrowing.
It's signed by Uncle Sam on the bottom.
It's basically borrowing and trading currency, and which is a whole different thing.
It's more complicated.
And it's treasury bonds and treasury loans and all that stuff. It's a whole different thing.
It's so big that you can't even process them. So it's important to put them in perspective. But the bottom line for people watching and people in our country is your interest rates go up as this continues to climb on your home mortgage, on your credit card, on your car payments, all that kind of stuff, among many other problems. And Joe, we've reached the point now. We have a $32 trillion economy with a $40 trillion debt. That's about 120.
No, this is great. Keep spending on the military. They need more. Give ICE more money. They need more. Again, these people do not know what they're doing. They don't know how to govern.
They're actively doing as much as they can to damage this country on their way out, because they know it's not going to last forever.
Yep. And that's why he's trying to get himself immunity and all of his family members, no IRS audits and all this shit, because they're stealing. They're stealing and setting the place on fire. They don't give a shit what happens to this place.
5%. If you just do public debt, which is what economists really look at, that's about $32 trillion. Bottom line is our debt to GDP ratio is hovering at 100%, which is not a good place to be if you're an economy and the strongest economy in the world, and it has real impacts.
Yes.
And as you say, Joe, this is something that was a bedrock conservative principle, going after debt.
Yeah, but Clinton's surplus was at the cost of our industrial class.
It was.
He opened up NAFTA, and a lot of manufacturing jobs left, which decimated a lot of the Midwest and the South where those plants were.
And listen, every president since Ronald Reagan has had a hand in where we are right now. Every president. Reagan, Bush, Clinton, the other Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden, Trump again, all of them. Every single one is culpable for the amount of national debt we have. It's just that Donald Trump is culpable for the most of it. Like, he's a whole third of our national debt is Donald Trump.
This is the guy, this is the business guy, the art of the deal guy, who's going to lower everything. It's on day one.
It's crazy because the steps that we took to get here were obvious.
If only there was a show yelling and screaming to break the emergency glass and pull the brake.
It started when Reagan started cutting taxes and then realized that he couldn't cut taxes but didn't bring them back up as much. And then every Republican since then has fucking cut taxes. And Clinton and Obama didn't do enough to raise taxes. Or Biden.
Yeah, Biden left the tax cuts in place.
Yeah.
His corporate friends love that.
They should be taxing these people at 70%.
We got to make it up. They had their bumper crop harvest. Now it's time to pay. You danced all night to the fiddle. You was dancing. Now it's time to pay.
You worked on 30 some years ago. Remember Doge? That was all about like getting rid of government waste, streamlining the government and making it more effective, getting rid of our deficits, bringing down the debt. Well,
I remember when I got my Doge check.
Yeah, I remember my Doge check.
I can't believe people are so fucking stupid.
They still think they're going to get one.
And I'm talking about
the tariff check. Remember when you got our tariff check?
People were getting so fucking nasty with me. So fucking nasty with me. Just you wait and see. You'll be singing another tune. Nah, nah, nah. All in my DMs and shit. All right. I'm telling you, bro, it's not happening. There isn't even a fund set up to pay y'all. They're not even talking about, they have to do that in Congress because that's the only way y'all would have got paid out. So it doesn't matter what Elon fucking tells you unless Mike Johnson brings it up. It's not fucking happening. I got called all the names in the book. Okay, we'll see. I told you. It's
just like, it's good to be right. Because how could we not be right? That's the crazy part, is how could we not be right?
Like we're on fucking Biden's team or something like that. Like we just like, well, you're actually not going to get your money. I want the fucking money. If there's money getting passed out, I want that shit. But I'm not dumb enough to believe the first fucking shark tooth suit salesman to just walk up to me and tell me I'm going to get the world tomorrow for free.
Even presidents of the past saw this as a thing that was going to happen. We're like, guys, we shouldn't do any of this. It's bad. Thanks, Joe Bidet.
Joe Bidet.
Joseph Robin Eggs Biden.
Brandon.
Joe Burden.
Joe Burden the Butcher.
Of course, Elon Musk was nibbling around the edges, making symbolic firings of people in mid-level jobs in the government and not actually getting at the drivers of debt, including military spending, Joe. And we're in the middle of a war.
Chat, please join Daily Blase Friday Frolics at 5 p.m. UK time. Here's the link to the channel. It's down there in the chat. And yes, it's very funny.
We like, yeah. Ask him to say gravy.
Or with no end in sight.
Well, a war that Americans are having to pay for, and tariffs that are making Americans pay more as far as inflation goes. But you're so right about Doge. I had some people close to the president come to me telling me how great Doge was. I go, well, what's he going after? And they started talking about the programs. I go, he's not going to save any money. Oh no, he's going to save. And you have
shut up, Joe.
And we're spending a lot on the Pentagon.
Hey, that's a different guy.
Yeah, when you were doing your mathematical analogy there, I was thinking the line that's attributed to Stalin, that one death is a tragedy, a million deaths is a statistic. You know, you can relate to one. Yeah. You know, you can understand your own debt, but this feels, as Willie was saying, abstract. But you're right. There are political seasons, and people can, in fact, get politically passionate about it. Let's be clear. We're all responsible for this. You know, there was an old political science term. Jonathan Rauch wrote a book about 30 years ago now, I guess, called demosclerosis, which was the idea that because each of us has a little piece of the pie, nobody wants to cut the pie, right? I mean,
wait,
sort of lost that.
Is he talking about citizens? Like it's our fault. It's my fault. It's not my fault, bro. I didn't tell people to fucking spend money on bullshit we don't need.
We asked for bridges and hospitals.
Right.
How the fuck is this our fault?
If we had $40 trillion in debt and all the fucking roads and bridges and power plants were fucking perfect, okay.
My fault.
Yeah.
We asked for too much.
If Flint, Michigan had water that didn't have lead in it,
amongst other things.
Right. If everyone had clean air and water and all the utilities were perfect and all the roads and everything were fucking perfect, then yeah, $40 trillion well spent.
But instead,
if all
416 hospitals in rural America are due to close by the end of the year.
Like, I didn't fucking tell them to spend all that money. In fact, I voted for people who didn't want to spend all that money.
We literally said, please don't spend all the fucking money. We need that money for us. Stop. Right. Stop spending the money on other stupid shit. Stop.
Instead, I got a coastline that's disappearing because of beach erosion, because no one knows what fucking climate change is.
That's not beach erosion, Tim. The ocean is rising.
It's both.
The ocean is coming to meet you.
Every time there's a crazy storm, they're like, well, the beach disappeared. We don't know what we're going to do about that. We have to.
They're having sand issues in Texas.
When I was living along the coast, they had to build protections into the sewer plant so that the seawater didn't get in there.
Yeah.
Because of climate change. But did anyone want to spend that money? No, we had to force them to. But we'll spend $1.5 trillion on the fucking military every year.
We spent $1 trillion in 5 months. That's insane.
And what do we get for $1 trillion? A fucking aircraft carrier where the troops are in like prison conditions over there.
Fucking diving off board.
They don't have soap.
Because they haven't been able to go to port because fucking Hegseth lied about the fucking base in Bahrain getting destroyed.
Right. Then we spent $1 trillion in 5 months, but no one on the Lincoln could get a bar of soap.
Put a man on a moon. Put a man on a moon. We can't get this motherfucker some goddamn soap. Elon ain't got a motherfucking drone. They can't fly out there and get these motherfuckers some soap. What's the point?
Right. What's the point? You just want to watch stuff go boom? Well, you need soldiers to do that.
Meanwhile, Oman and Iran are just like, I'm thinking you charge $1 million going in, I charge $1 million going out. We'll say it's for nature.
Comment from the chat. We can't afford to give all Americans health care, but we can afford a 33% raise in military spending.
Bro, even if we all join the military, apparently we still can't get no soap or medical attention. Even if we tried to cheat the system and all tried to like join the government, it wouldn't even work.
They can't even afford some fucking Old Spice for these guys to not smell all day.
Y'all couldn't send Terry Crews out there on a helicopter with a pallet of motherfucking soap talking about some doing the peck thing. I think that'd go over well. I think you have a care package, you know.
You could probably smell that ship from shore and be like, what is that? Low tide? No, it's the Lincoln.
It's out there wafting upwind. God.
Whenever the onshore breeze comes in, you're just like, is that BO?
And they just stuck on that motherfucker. Imagine being on a boat since November.
First of all.
And not getting to go off.
That's like, you know, back in the day when you're fucking actually sailing a ship.
Right.
Crossing the Atlantic or whatever. It would take
using
4 months.
Using the wind.
And you get like stuck in the doldrums and there's no wind and you're just stuck out to sea until the wind picks up.
That would be insane.
That's what they're going through. They're stuck in the doldrums of the Trump administration.
But they're still doing operations. So they're working. And they're just like, keep working.
Yeah, guys, it doesn't matter.
Just
keep working.
Yeah.
You can smell. You don't need showers.
No, fuck. I know the food's moldy. Just keep going.
Right. They don't have food either.
Just keep going.
Are they living off of fucking sea rations or something?
Just keep going. They better start fishing. Shit.
Yeah, they better start fishing.
Get some nets and some guns and some shit or something.
It's
motherfuckers gonna have to catch a whale and eat or something. Like, what the fuck do you want them to? They're gonna have to fucking survive like they're on a mountaintop or something.
It's turning into one of those fucking nightmare cruises out there.
So what happens when they're just like, I'm doing whatever I want with this jet because y'all won't feed me?
Right.
Is that what we need to have? Like, do we need that incident? Can't we just fucking pull them out? Pull it back? It ain't working anyway.
5 British pounds from Viper Scott. Heard Iran radio says you need soap and things. Come to Iran. Pumped out of the ships.
Oh my God. They trolling them.
Oh my God.
I would say, yo, we got some over here in Hormuz. Come on over.
You want soap? We got soap.
That's fucked up. Damn. All right. Next on the menu.
That's fucking crazy, man.
So I don't
$1 trillion in 5 months, and we couldn't spend a couple $100 on soap.
I mean, it's just to think that they would be so put out that these people are complaining. It's like, dude, you're supposed to be taking care of them so that they don't complain. They have been trained not to complain. So it is your job to make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do, because if you do slack up, they may or may not fucking complain. So you need to do your fucking job. They will go without due to your
and Hegseth
shitty management.
Don't care. They don't care.
No.
Trump explicitly doesn't care. At least Hegseth pretends to care. He's like, oh yeah, we care about our troops. What you're hearing is not real. But Trump is like, yeah, the deployment hasn't been long enough yet. He's like, oh yeah, we're gonna cycle out their ships, but the deployment could be longer. Like, what the fuck?
This one. Oh, hold on. I got to refresh. Be right.
Haha, now I have control. And I will press all the buttons.
God damn, you're an embarrassment.
Mexico. Kuga Uga Amem, Albuquerque, New Mexico. Jennifer, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Lumpy pillows kiss my ass. Put that in
what
your
happened
book.
to Lumpy Pillows Kiss My Ass?
Lumpy pillows kiss my ass. Put that in your book.
Put that in your book.
We're going to Georgia. Maybe.
Why are there no calls for impeachment? This is unacceptable. I will not live in an authoritative country, and neither will any of these people. You can do more. I like you, and I will vote for you if you are brave and you do what we need. We need him impeached. We need him removed.
There is no doubt that this president's conduct has already.
Mike K says, I was in the Navy for 22 years. I have never had a deployment half as bad as what these guys have been through. I have family members in Army and Navy, multiple members. And I remember when one of them went and deployed for the first time and they couldn't tell us where they were going. It was this big deal to call the house from the ship. I remember what ship it was, but it was like a thing, you know? And when you're a family member to one of those people, it's a very different experience for you on the other side of the deployment. For them to not have been getting mail and shit for like 2 and 3 months is crazy. To not be getting a port in over 200 days is crazy. Right. That is not how that works. And the military is about doing what you are supposed to do at all times, being accountable, doing your job because it keeps other people safe. This is neglect. And I ain't never seen, and he's right, I ain't never seen troops just openly neglected like this.
And they claim to be the party that cares about the troops. Donald Trump the president that claims about that cares about the troops.
No, it's impossible for anybody on the left to have compassion for typically poorer people trying to get some upward mobility in life, making decisions, and then getting fucked over in the meantime.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, there are some people who are out there and they think they're fucking Duke Nukem, but a lot of them just want to fucking go to college.
Yeah, and I have friends that I met in college that got there because of the GI Bill.
Right.
And all they wanted was to serve their time, do their part, and then go to college.
Because they had no other way of fucking financing it.
And some of them suffered the consequences of being in the military, like they got injuries or you know, they saw some stuff, and they were like, I served my country. That's part of what goes on when you serve your country. Sometimes is you come back not the same as the way you left.
Yeah, a little different shape.
Exceeded any prior standard for impeachment by the United States House of Representatives. I agree with you. But as I said at the beginning, I also have no choice but to be candid with you about the situation that we face and the tools that are at our disposal. As strongly as I agree with you, man. And I regret if this is an unwelcome response, but my job is to be honest with you. The only way to achieve what you want to achieve is to have a majority in the United States House of Representatives.
Looking at you, Keebler Mike. 202-224-3121. If you have a Republican representative in the House or in the Senate, and they are not fucking stomping up to that fucking lectern to say, I want to kick off the articles of impeachment, 25th Amendment, whatever you need to do. 40 trillion, we're not done yet. we still need to keep our hand on the stove. Still haven't learned our lesson. All right, leave your hand on the stove. Keep your hand on there then, I guess, until it just gets stuck, I guess.
I mean, at this point, the hand is on the stove and it's on fire. And they're like, I don't feel it.
That's not my hand.
It's not my hand.
I would never put my hand on the stove. Your hand is on the stove. It happened already. Oh, this is okay, this is funny. Well, I'll do this one first, and then we'll do the funny after.
Speaking of Ossoff, did you see the speech that he gave about Trump? Like, it's really,
I didn't see the whole thing.
It's a very produced one, but like, we'll watch some of it on Unboxed.
I was about to say, we should unbox it.
Yeah.
Also, this just came out. This is one of the guys who was held captive in Gaza, and he's talking to Ben Gvir. Now, keep in mind, Israel, the nation state, just passed a law saying that it was legal for them to hang prisoners. Okay? Now, keep in mind, this is all that military spending is at their behest. All the rules, what the hell? Okay, thought a cat was thrown up. I was like, no. All the rules and regulations we follow, they are not privy to that. So in their own words, this is what they will not show you on mainstream media because both of them are Israel captured.
יש לי בקשה אישית, ואני מסתכל לך באמת בתוך הלבן של העיניים, כבוד השר, תיתן...
No, it's kind of small. Let's see if I can make it bigger. There you go.
בקשה אישית, ואני מסתכל לך באמת בתוך הלבן של העיניים, כבוד השר, תיתן לי להיות זה שתולה אותם. אני לא רוצה חבל ואני רוצה כפתור עם הידיים שלי. אני יוציא להורג כל מחבל פה במדינת ישראל.
אני אהפוך את העולם שזה יקרה. אני מבטיח לך להשתדל ולהפוך את העולם כדי שזה יקרה. והלוואי, זה אחד החלומות הכי טובים שלי. אגב, זה תלייה. אנחנו העונש שקבענו שנבצע אותו בתלייה. והלוואי, אתה האדם הנכון במקום הנכון, כדי שנתלה ונוציא אחד להורג. הם לא...
Some of these are teenagers that they have just snatched off the street, by the way. There's been no trials for any of this.
לא מגיע להם לחיות, ואתה צודק, אתה יודע, לראות בביקור בבתי כלא, ואת המרמלדות והשוקולדות והטלוויזיה והפינפול והמקררי הבשר הגדולים. כל מה שהיה להם שם, זה היה מטורף. ואתה שומע גם את הסיפורים, ההיא לקחנו אותה לניתוח קוסמטי, וההוא תיקנו לו, שמנו לו עין תותבת, כי יצא לו עין אחרי שהוא זרק בקבוקי תבערה, וברוך השם היום אנחנו במציאות אחרת לחלוטין, הם סובלים, קשה להם, רע להם, אני שמח שרע להם, זה הדבר היחיד, שיכול להביא גם לא תיקון שלם, אבל לעשות איזשהו תיקון ומזור לכאבים הכל כך גדולים שלך ושל כל
So when the Zionists come in here talking about self-defense and all this shit, it's not that. It's not. It's the same. It's literally the same.
They are, it's a one-to-one thing going on here.
These are the same picture.
Yeah.
You know, like it is the same thing. America has laws that prevent us from aiding countries that participate in activities like this. It is illegal for us to help them. It was illegal for Biden to do it, and it's illegal for Trump to help him. Like, that's not internet, that's not the ICC and their UN bullshit bureaucracy where they're always against us and all that. No, it's the Levy Act in America. Here, our own laws prevent us from funding people who commit war crimes. They want help, behave yourself. Until then, you get nothing. That's America's laws. Okay, I got two of them here. Here we go.
Citizens off.
Tim, you ever used AI to write a speech?
No.
This guy has.
Oh, no.
Develop expectations that exceed the powers actually granted to those offices. Here's a more natural flowing version of that section that reads like a legislative speech rather than a series of short points. Madam Speaker,
no, don't
one of
do
my
that.
concerns
Don't
with
do
the-
that. This is all right. So I've encountered some of this in my classes. I've had students who like wrote essays with AI and then they included the prompt or they included the AI's advice at the end. And I was
The
like, oh boy,
instructions.
oh no, you can't do that.
Gets worse.
This legislation is the potential gap between what New Brunswickers. That is a question worthy of serious consideration by every member of this House. This version should.
Uh-oh, almost did it again.
Here's a more developed and flowing version of this.
Bro, just go with one. Who did this for him?
How many rakes you gonna step on today?
Yeah.
Section. Madam Speaker, there is. This section has roughly. Excuse me.
It's like he was like, okay, I want you guys to put all these rakes here so I can step on them, and then he just goes and steps on them.
Can
Like,
you
he knows
measure
the rakes are there?
Can you measure my average stride so that in between the rakes they're properly spaced? Like,
Excuse me. At a time when families are being asked to tighten their belts. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
That was a speech from a politician in Canada that recently went viral. And before you get all patriotic and think, that would never happen in America, think again.
I'm everywhere.
Oh my God.
Thanks, AI Dave. Now, staffers have been ghostwriting for their bosses for years. But
I love channels like this. I wish we could do the show this way, but it would just be so much prep work. You got to be a solo act for that kind of stuff.
Oh, it is only a matter of time before AI is technically legislating itself. Yep. No, that's
Not
true. We're giving it all the power.
Unplug it.
But now they're using AI to do it with little to no oversight. This includes, amongst other.
Every time he has the AI glasses on, look, he drinks water.
But now they're using AI to do it with little to no oversight. This includes, amongst other.
So I've seen one. I've seen a similar one where he was like, "This is how you used to ask Google things," and he was like, "Google, like, what is the Ottoman Empire?" And it would just answer this is the Ottoman Empire, and blah blah blah. And now like the Google AI, Google, what is the Ottoman Empire? And then the guy who's playing Google turns on the faucet for a bit, and he's like, "Hold on, I'm getting your information." And then it gives the wrong information about the Ottoman Empire, and then turns back on the water.
During the Byzantine period of the. I'm on the wrong one. No.
Examples, a Republican aide using Copilot to write appropriations amendments. Claude basically single-handedly running an office's communications budget. A sitting senator asking AI to explain Medicare and Medicaid to him without any fact-checking. And staffers feeding AI past statements from a congressman so the tool can write new statements in the congressman's voice.
But I'm helping.
Not necessarily. Legislative proposals generated by AI are so riddled with errors and superfluous text that legislative lawyers are now spending more time reviewing and rewriting these proposals.
God damn it, dude. Everyone's so fucking lazy.
It is the laziest fucking thing ever. One of them had an AI explain to them the healthcare policy. Like, come on. You have staffers for that.
You get paid 176 racks to write legislation
every year.
You work 89 days last year. And you're going to have AI write your shit because you're too fucking busy. I don't care if it takes you a week. Write it yourself. You get paid to do it. Fuck.
But they just bought 6,000 Copilot licenses. Yay!
Yeah, that's the
true,
problem.
and it's not illegal.
That's the
or
problem.
Against the
All
rule.
these companies are overspending on AI, and they're just now realizing they don't need it.
There's rules?
Yes, but they're mostly not enforced, and it seems like many staffers don't even know the rules.
I guess it's fine then.
Without guardrails, AI will probably just continue to run rampant in Congress without anyone calling it out.
I am
being a former congressional staffer. Yes, there are rules, and you can't use AI. There's a whole tech security thing that I had to go through that you cannot use AI. it is not allowed because of the security risks involved in having AI embedded into federal computer databases.
Which is exactly what those little Doge pukes did. You know for sure that's what they were doing.
But that was the whole argument with Anthropic.
Right. And, well, and the DOD wanted them to give execution authority to the AI target designators.
Right.
And they were like, we're not doing that. He's like, all right, fine, we'll go with somebody else.
But like, as a congressional staffer, I'm not allowed to bring my own phone charger to the office because it might have a microchip in it.
Right.
But use AI.
But Hexeth needed a dirty fucking internet line into his fucking Pentagon office. Unbelievable. Yeah, these young kids are hacking the government. No, motherfucker, you're open to everybody with that fucking internet line so you can do your fucking Fox News hits.
Writing laws. As an example, that speech at the top of this video was from early June, but it didn't go viral until the end of July. Now it's mid-August, and the legislator in that video hasn't faced any repercussions. It is a pretty funny video, though.
Well, why would he get in trouble?
Right.
Jave Jorgensen is funny. Follow him. Follow the man. This is also funny.
What's your plan going forward now?
Man on the street.
Thank you. Seguir orando a Dios para que perdone a mis enemigos.
Mayor, you deny all the allegations against you.
Did you know the feds are coming for you today?
Did you know?
Not. No comment.
Did you know?
Mikey Tim, Bin Podcast News. Why is your head so bald?
No comment.
I don't know.
Well, comment is he kept the door.
Anything to say to the people of Lawrence?
The people of Lawrence want to answer, sir. Do you have anything to offer?
No comment. He does not. Nothing.
Sir, where'd you get that car?
That's it. Hey guys, listen. If it's gonna be like this, you're not gonna be happy.
Whoa. Curse words. Woo.
He cursed at the press.
See, Adams was right. See, you need a press pass and a windbreaker.
Okay, Mikey, I've started the process.
Yeah.
I've implanted the idea
into your wife's brain.
Yes.
Perfect.
I've asked her if she can make patches, and she's like, I think I can. I was like, good. Then I have an idea.
Step one.
It's step one.
Step one, acquire patch. Step two, step three, profit.
Right.
Jacket.
Listen, the hardest step is making the patch. After that, you're just sewing it onto a jacket. They're in planning. They're in planning.
Thank you very much, Viper Scott. 2 British pounds. Now, if you guys have not seen this video before, you may answer. Tim, you can't answer. And if you've seen the video, what do you guys think is going to happen next?
We'll give him like 10 seconds. I know there's a slight delay on like what we say and when it gets to people. So like 10 seconds.
Quiet in the chambers, please. Quiet in the chambers.
In my time, you don't get to talk.
Lumber is at a
Reclaiming my
5-year
time.
low, Congresswoman.
Reclaiming my time.
No, the lie detector determined that was a lie.
This side, this one's from
Oh,
Mikey.
sorry.
This one's from Mark.
Lumpy pillows, kiss my ass. Put that in your book.
All right.
Ooh,
that's fucked up. Yeah.
Oh God. The lawyer pulls his Glock.
That would be a twist.
Oh yeah, the little coaster for the fucking microphone.
Like just it would be funny if you just reached out and grabbed that thing and he's like, ah.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Casa, is that a threat?
Excuse me, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Who got crashed the car?
Brother, the car's right in front of you.
Damn, man.
Right in front of you.
Points to Viper Scott for guessing crash the car.
Oh my God. It's right in front of you. It was It was there when you turned the car on. It's right there. There's a second camera angle.
Oh my god.
Call a lawyer is hilarious. Get his license plate.
I'm not salty grapes.
He is salty as scrapes.
Oh man, he's driving around in a fucking Charger.
Challenger. Oh, all these people messing around.
You better leave your car, bro.
It's crazy.
If I was the press, I would have called the police. I was like, I just witnessed a hit and run.
It's crazy. You would never do this in something like.
Oh, it's because he's Hispanic. That's why he had to run the car into the other cars, because he's Hispanic and they were being racist.
Damn, man.
All those white and Asian and black people asking you questions. That's crazy. All right, here go the other one. Look. Look, no one in his way. No.
Dude, he was looking forward. He was looking, play back, Mikey. He was looking forward.
How is this anyone else's fault? Door closed. No one between you and that fucking car. Does he turn the wheel? No. Does he turn the wheel? No.
He's looking forward.
What do you want from us? Huh? What do you want from us? This is our fault? Just like the national debt, this is our fault? That you ran directly into a fucking car that was already sitting there?
That's so fucking crazy.
God damn, dude. I can't believe you guys are just doing this to me. Bitch, the car was already there before you got there.
Question, does he know how to drive a car?
Ghosts. Yes, the ghost. Unbelievable.
That's hilarious.
Immediately got mad at everybody else. Bro, you're supposed to be a lawyer. You're supposed to be calm, cool, and collected. I can't believe you've done this.
I can't believe you've done this. You can't park there, sir.
Yeah, I missed that one. I know I can't. Or what was the dude? Oh, remember that Karen was yelling at the dude sitting in his car that had broken down?
Oh, yeah.
And then was it Ray?
Yeah.
This is Ray.
Which White House official?
So now that KK Caroline is leaving, the race has begun to become the next desperate housewife to sit up there and spout the lies.
I heard they had no one in mind. They were like, I don't know.
I heard Scott Jennings is throwing his hat into the ring. Might be hard for him to get that when he's getting sued by Hassan Piker from the fucking horrible lies he's been spreading about him. Like, brother, literally taking like someone's sentence where it's like, I like apples, I do not like pears, and then just editing my voice to make it say I do not like apples is fucking bananas. To straight up lie edit someone as a journalist. I do not get why CNN and them keep letting that motherfucker on the airwaves. But, you know, Salem Media, APAC, there's a lot of money coming into CNN. So
Made the decision to bar the AP reporter from the Oval Office and the diplomatic reception room last night.
Well, first of all, let me just set the record straight. Yes. It is a privilege to cover this White House. It's a privilege to be the White House press secretary.
Sorry, no, that's not true. That's not true. It's a right, not a privilege.
No, it is a privilege.
It's the First Amendment, lady.
I mean, she's on her way out, but you got to hit her with the greatest hits.
And nobody has the right.
The Super El Nino is evolving and could become the strongest events on record. Scientists have warned. Awesome.
We need to get Goku on that shit, man. If Super El Nino is evolving.
Or Ash Ketchum, somebody.
Yeah. Fucking catch it with a Pokeball then.
Charizard, get out there. We need you.
To go into the Oval Office and ask the President of the United States questions. That's an invitation that is given. And there are hundreds of outlets on this campus. Many of you in this room who don't have the privilege of being part of that pool every single day and getting to ask the President questions. We reserve the right to decide who gets to go into the Oval Office. And you all have credentials to be here, including the Associated Press, who is in this briefing room today.
But isn't it retaliatory in nature is the argument, because the reason that the AP was barred, which they said was because they're not using the phrase Gulf of America, they're using Gulf of Mexico in line.
Whoa, this is all about the Gulf of America stuff still?
This is from a year ago.
Okay. Jesus Christ. I was like, they're still on that.
But now you better say the Gulf of the Strait of America.
Oh yes, oh my God. I saw the picture that he posted about it. He's like, he drew a little circle, but like, that's American territory now. I'm like, oh no. You're gonna start a whole war. Another one.
Again. He's doing it again. So as KK Caroline is leaving, sorry for my stutter there, guys. I have a stutter. It's intermittent. Now that she's gone, I just we don't want to forget all the good times we had.
With their standards. And so the question here is this setting a precedent that this White House will retaliate against reporters who don't use the language that you guys believe reporters should use? And how does that align with the First Amendment commitment that you were just talking about?
I was very upfront in my briefing on day one that if we feel that there are lies being pushed by outlets in this room, we are going to hold those lies accountable. And it is a fact that the body of water off the coast of Louisiana is called the Gulf of America. And I'm not sure why news outlets don't want to call it that, but that is what it is. The Secretary of Interior has made that the official designation in the geographical identification name server. And Apple has recognized that. Google has recognized that. Pretty much every other outlet in this room has recognized that body of water as the Gulf of America. And it's very important to this administration that
first they will make you repeat a lie over and over. And this was the beginning of the brainwashing. If y'all don't remember, this is how it started.
Hold on. I'm going to go on Google Maps right now. Do they still do that?
Probably.
Let me find out. Oh my God, they still do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a thing.
That was the beginning of the bending of the knees and the prostrate forms, and yeah, that was the beginning. But we'll see who replaces her.
Fucking Alphabet, stop kowtowing to Trump.
Too late. Too late. They have slurped the derp. Oh.
Former Kenosha County Sheriff's deputy now faces 2 felony charges.
Shitty cop story. Who doesn't like a shitty cop story?
Is accused of misusing the controversial Flock license plate camera data.
Oh,
Flock.
Our shitty cops are now spying on everybody. All the bad apples that I was told didn't fucking exist.
So later on today, I have a town committee meeting, and we are definitely going to be talking about it because our town just brought it up at a town council meeting that, hey guys, we might try and do these cameras. And everyone in the town committee is like, no.
Hell to the motherfuck no.
Database.
Investigative reporter James Stratton broke this story tonight from Kenosha.
Another southeastern Wisconsin officer faces criminal charges accused of misusing these cameras that dot roadsides across the country. Prosecutors say Frank McGrath, a Kenosha deputy at the time, searched his then girlfriend's personal license plate 16 to 17.
And who said that they would do that? Who said? We fucking did. We told you they would do that shit. You can't help these people. You can't trust them.
They are insecure, power-tripping hogs. And you gave them a way to snoop on all their exes from a laptop.
Damn, bro.
What were you thinking?
Times on September 30th last year in the Flock camera system. All of it while he was off duty.
We filed 2 counts.
Oh my God. So that means he can do it at home. Just log in.
We fucking told you, man. They have unrestricted access to this stuff.
Oh God, all the pervert cops. They ain't gonna talk about when they find them.
Moses Torre says, exactly how close are we to seeing all 14 tenets of fascism in this administration?
We might have
close.
We might have hit most of them by now.
Yeah, we definitely hit most of them by now.
Of misconduct in public office, which are both Class I felonies.
A criminal complaint states the woman is a Kenosha County deputy, and McGrath used another system to search her body camera and squad car location.
Oh my God.
Cop on cop crime.
When will they learn? When will they learn?
Cages, Tim. We're all gonna be in cages.
Yeah, Greg's got it right. Log in from home, watch kids' gymnastics, or just randomly surveil a Jewish school for unstated reasons. And that's just the people who own Flock.
Right.
That's just the administrators at Flock who are doing that shit.
It was just a demo. We're just doing it. We're just displaying the tap-in abilities. At a fucking gymnastics?
I mean, cops spying on cops. Someone's got to tell the union.
Cool if that's it. Yeah, you should be.
Last fall. Investigators say each time McGrath searched the Flock database, he wrote suspicious as the reason. 12 News investigates also.
We make him write a reason. That's how we know.
That's just the most stupid bureaucratic nonsense possible. Well, you got to write a reason why you're going to look at the cameras. Okay, what are my possible reasons? Well, you can put suspicious. Okay. Done.
How about since you guys have to put down suspicious thing, how about a report every week goes public to see how much y'all have been looking into that?
Yep.
And I want the officer's name and how many searches they have. I don't need to know what they searched. What were you looking for?
To obtain Kenosha County Sheriff's internal investigative document.
Yeah, Trustee has got it. She broke up with me, so she's sus. Obviously, it is suspicious to not want to be to not want to watch Game of Thrones with me. All right.
I mean, Game of Thrones is pretty good.
Right. How would she not say yes to that? So she's suspicious.
Listen, if she doesn't want to watch Game of Thrones with you, it's not Game of Thrones that's the problem. It's you.
It's her.
No, it's you.
No, it's her suspicion. That is the issue.
Into McGrath's actions. They say McGrath searched the woman's plates on his
I can't even see the dragons. Get your suspicion out of the way. I can't even see it.
phone and said he was testing new features in the Flock system.
Oh, I was testing.
I was testing by spying on this person.
That's why I looked up myself. Right? I looked my own name up.
Chrissy did a little research. Looking at the 14 tenets of fascism, I want to say the current administration has ticked every single one of them. Cool.
Come on, McDonald's, do your stuff.
Then later came back and admitted the pair were having problems on the day of the searches, and he said he thought she might be with another guy. According to the criminal.
And that might have been a crime. Maybe she was with him to do a crime.
They were sus together.
Perhaps they were meeting up to rob a bank. I had to watch them the whole time.
Like, this is
to make sure.
I just want to point out that this is everything that everyone who is against the Flock cameras has said would happen.
Yes.
Every report that was like, oh, this might be the reason why Flock was bad. We said it. Fucking John Oliver said it. The Daily Show said it. People at fucking town council meetings
over and over
said it. Over and over.
Every person that came up to the mic said the same thing. They're going to spy on us. They're going to spy on us. They're going to spy on us. They're like, we hear your complaints about spying. And we've been assured that they said that they wouldn't do it.
Right. They told us, because they have no oversight, that they wouldn't do it.
They said that they're not gonna.
They said pinky swear they're not gonna.
Scouts honor.
Oh, that's a good idea. Hey,
True
next
that.
town council meeting, I'll be there.
I would like to present to the record for unanimous consent this video.
Criminal complaint. McGrath also texted the girlfriend saying his actions, quote, got out of hand and he lost control. And
That's the entire problem. That's the entire problem.
Then these motherfuckers are Commissioner Gordon's beat cops with Oracle. They cannot be trusted with Oracle.
And when it goes to court, it'll be, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I lost control. It was out of hand. I was out of hand. I was a loose cannon. No one could stop me.
You're a loose cannon, Johnson. I just want justice.
Isn't that the entire problem with cops is that those two phrases happen quite often?
Got out of hand, lost control. No, I can't think of any situations with the police where they got out of hand and the cop lost control.
And now you want to give them surveillance of everyone all the time?
I know he's selling drugs. I'll just watch him for 1,000 days. Like, yo, that's fine. But when this shit gets hacked and all these cops' houses get doxxed, I'm not trying to hear it. Okay? When all you little motherfuckers start getting doxxed left, right, and center as soon as they get the algorithms going to start hacking this shit. Oh, we have to shut down the flock cameras. I keep getting robbed every time I leave my palatial estate. Yeah, because the flock cameras got hacked. And now you're a whole ass snack sitting at this traffic light. So,
yo, I watched this reel of this hacker who is literally sitting at a flock camera with the tech, and he was posing as like an IT person. So like a cop drove up and was like, "Hey, what are you doing over there?" And the guy's like, "Oh, I'm just updating the software on the camera." And the cop was like, "Oh, okay." And then he drove off, and he was like, "Oh my god, that cop believed me." And he's clearly like hacking the fucking camera,
opening it up and touching wires together.
He's like, I'm just updating the BIOS. And the cop was like, "Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Oh, BIOS timers. I hate those." Presenting government. Oh, wait, I missed it. Core traits of fascist regimes: powerful nationalism, make America great again, disdain for human rights. Yep. Scapegoating. It's the immigrants. Got it. Military supremacy. Hegseth. Got it. Rampant sexism.
Hegseth.
Shut up, Piggy.
Yeah.
Got it. Controlled mass media. Shut up, Piggy. Got it. Obsession with national security. Build the wall. Got it. Religion and government intertwine. I was saved by God to save this country. Yes. Got it. Corporate power protected. Yes, all the government contracts that all of his biggest donors get. Got it. Labor power suppressed. Yep, you can't unionize, and our federal workers lost their organization ability.
They put all the anti-union guys in control of shit.
Yes. Disdain for intellectuals and arts. Got it. Ban Jimmy Kimmel. Obsession with crime and punishment.
This shit right here.
Yep. Illegal aliens and all their lies. Rampant cronyism and corruption. Guess we haven't gotten that. And fraudulent elections.
Well, we're not quite to the fraudulent elections part, though they claim it quite often.
Yeah. Well, Trumpers cheat all the time.
They do try to cheat all the time.
Ow.
And that running her plate makes me look really bad.
We do treat everyone equally. If you're...
Tim.
Bro, you look really bad.
Tim, those searches make him look bad.
I like how he's like, I have no personal responsibility in any of this. Stop making me look bad.
You are making the president look bad. Yeah. Oh, fucking ding. Where'd it go?
If there's probable cause that a crime has committed, then we will then take it seriously and we will review it and we'll determine whether or not to file charges.
I thought that was him. I was like, how do you get out?
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
McGrath did not answer our calls.
See, he got the little thing on his microphone.
Yeah, we need
that little square thing.
Or a knock to an address listed for him Wednesday. McGrath resigned from the department last December. Prosecutors sent McGrath a summons. He's required to show up in court September 17th for his...
So guess where they gonna be out? September 17th is already on the calendar. They'll be out there waiting. Hey, we tried to catch you at your house. But we knew you had to come back to court today. You're early.
First appearance. In Kenosha, I'm James Stratton.
Can we get a few words?
See, you're 20 minutes early for your court case. But yeah, he's one of the many now, and just get used to it happening in your local news that more and more of these fucking cops, I mean, the ones here in Illinois got caught for giving them what was it? It was a sheriff in Algonquin who was giving ICE in Texas access to some database in Illinois. I don't know if it was the cameras or tollways or whatever, but yeah, just trying to help out their buzz.
Hey everybody, Dr. G here. I'm a clinical.
Dr. G is the man. If you're not subbed to Dr. G, do that shit. We're gonna look at Trump's butt. Look, Tim. Look at it.
And forensic psychologist, as well as a body language expert. And today, we're going to be analyzing more about President Trump's complex medical situation, as well as more of his unusual behaviors. Before we get started with this, couple of quick things. One, I wanted to make sure you know this is not a psychological evaluation of any kind. These are just my opinions. In addition to that, I do want to remind you to like and subscribe if you want to.
Here's the link. Sub to Dr. G. He's hilarious. And wicked fucking smart. Jukebox, you shut your mouth and look at this butt.
Ew.
Shut up.
Mikey only likes
6-7 BNN.
Oh my God, yes.
The Ben News Network.
6-7.
6-7 BNN.
We get like a helicopter flying by in the intro. Chopper 6-7.
I'm liking this. Donald Square.
See more content just like this. All right, let's go. Today we're going to be analyzing recent clips of President Trump that show a complex and evolving medical situation.
I'll play it.
I'm going to be explaining that as we go.
I like it, but I'll play it.
Of how fucking square it is.
But it's also going to be demonstrating cognitive issues. We're going to be seeing more about the cognitive decline we've been observing for the past few months. All right, let's just jump right in. If it isn't already obvious, what we're going to be analyzing right here is that President Trump appears to be wearing some type of medical undergarment, some sort of adult diaper, potentially. We're going to watch this. I'm going to explain the relevance of this. I do want you to keep in mind, this video was posted by Caroline Leavitt after she had planned on leaving the White House.
In the arms of the angel. Oh.
I do want to be extremely clear. I do not think there is any reason for people to feel shame or embarrassment if they require some kind of medical assistance with continence. If they're having
absolutely not
bladder or bowel incontinence issues, there's no shame in that. And I don't.
You are not a horrible monster trying to destroy the earth. You're
not also trying to fake that you're not dying
actively.
Don't point this out to shame President Trump, but it does tell us that there is something medical going on. And this is just a small piece, but as we've been talking about for months, there are significant issues we're seeing, and this may be a piece of that. I'm going to go back and I'm going to show you a different angle. Let's talk a little bit more about this.
That's really getting them cheeks, you know what I'm saying?
Needing a medical aid like this can be something as simple as prostate issues. However, over the past several months, we've been seeing significant neurological decline. A stroke, for example, can damage the parts of the brain that manage bowel and bladder control. There are other issues like Alzheimer's, for example, that disrupt the communication between the brain and various parts of the body. So there are a number of neurological reasons that we should be concerned about this. Now let's move on to some of the other concerning behaviors we've seen recently. Lately, I've been analyzing a number of serious problems President Trump has been demonstrating during public speaking. He's been getting confused. He's been slurring his words. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
I forget which speech it was, but he couldn't fucking say ours. He started avoiding the word or avoiding our letter words. It was strange.
But today we're going to be looking at something slightly different.
That's something we handled very well. We moved out in Washington almost 5,000, in many cases, career criminals. They're not there anymore. And every day I come to the White House, people are thanking me. Thank you.
What President Trump is talking about right now is crime in Washington, D.C. Not only is what you're about to see concerning neurologically, he also appears to be channeling Jeffrey Epstein.
Sir, thank you. Thank you, sir.
Now, one thing we're already seeing is that he's struggling to inhibit showing his emotions. You're seeing him grind his teeth. It's going to get a lot more concerning. You're going to understand why I'm showing this clip in a second, but I'm going to go back. Then we're going to keep going.
No, these young, beautiful girls, beautiful girls. These young, beautiful girls in the White House.
Jesus,
you know, they come in.
Why?
Now, I'm not supposed to say beautiful, but what the hell?
No,
These young,
you're
these
not.
gorgeous, beautiful girls, they want to be.
What?
But they want to. Oh, no. Make him stop. Someone make him stop.
Y'all let this motherfucker run up the bills? Come on, man.
You let him spend $1 trillion in 5 months?
Come on, man. We got to get it together, y'all.
Can't fucking keep it together for a speech.
They come, Mr. President, may I speak to you? Yes.
Now, what concerns me is this is starting to sound like what we refer to as perseveration. What perseveration means is basically repeating yourself over and over again because you can't inhibit it, or engaging in a behavior over and over again because the brain is breaking down and you can't stop it. So when we're seeing this, we're seeing emotion spill out that I don't think he wants to spill out as well. I think that we're seeing a lowered inhibition. So I think we're seeing perseveration. I also think we're seeing lowered inhibitions. And I know President Trump has never been the most inhibited individual, but there's some emotions leaking out here that I don't think are intentional. I'm going to go back. We're going to look at these.
We'll watch one more.
No, these young, beautiful girls.
No, stop it.
He seems so caught up in what he's talking about. He's distracting himself. He's actually hesitating as he's talking about this because he's feeling so much right now. Watch this part again.
No, these young, beautiful girls. These young, beautiful girls. These young, beautiful girls in the White House. You know, they come in. Now, I'm not supposed to say beautiful, but what the hell?
I don't think beautiful is the issue here. I think young and girl are more of the problem in this situation.
Yeah.
Beautiful girls in the White House. You know, they come in. Now, I'm not supposed to say beautiful, but what the hell? These young, these gorgeous, beautiful.
Yo, lock this fucking pervert the fuck up. What are we waiting on?
Please
get
stop.
him the fuck out of here. This fucking guy, man. Oh,
he's just wrong.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here.
Girls, they want to be safe.
It seems that he's getting hyper focused.
Fucking get out of here, man.
Oh boy.
Can't seem to move on from this idea, and he's just repeating himself over and over and over again. And he almost said young again because he's so focused on that aspect of it. Listen very closely right here.
I don't want to.
These young, these gorgeous, beautiful girls, they want to.
See, he almost said it again. And there's so much feeling. He's baring his teeth as he talks about this. There's so much intensity when he's.
Yo, lock this motherfucker up, yo. I'm sick of looking at him. Get him out of here.
That's so gross. Oh, God, why?
Get him out of here, bro. This shit is nasty.
So bad.
This shit's nasty. I want no part of this.
I don't want it.
I don't like this. I think I had one more. I can't find it. Oh,
One more time.
Do you want to try to find something for Florida or the primaries? That's the last thing we got to cover. I gotta go check on the kid. I'll be right back.
We'll do that.
Primary.
One more time. Let's see. I got something. We got something. What do we got? Oh, here we go. This is from today. Like and subscribe to the channel while I'm doing this. Do it. 2 days ago? Okay. Yeah, that's Tuesday. Oh, we should have one about the results. We need results. Aha, there we go. Ooh, Steve Kornacki. I like Steve Kornacki. All right, we're going to do Steve Kornacki. Because it's goddamn Steve Kornacki. He's a national treasure. Ooh. Hold on. Let me see if I can get that. Too many tabs open on the old computer here. And I have to hear my own voice. It's the worst. Is it the other stream? Come on, brain. There we go. Like and subscribe to the channel. But which one is the vertical? There we go. Is this where I get it? Yes. Aha. Awesome. I like it. Sorry, Mikey. I got distracted by this. I like it.
Yes.
All right, Steve Kornacki, go.
Let's bring in Steve Kornacki to walk us through the results that we've got so far. Steve, all kinds of primaries being called right now. What are you seeing?
Yeah, I mean, look, the votes came in real fast and a lot of clarity in Florida. Here's the surprise of the hour. It is a race for the United States Senate. The Democratic primary here. Angie Dixon, an underfunded state legislator, has defeated handily Alexander Vindman. Vindman, this is a name I think folks might remember. He was the whistleblower at the heart of the 2019 impeachment of Donald Trump. He came into this with a ton of...
Dude, he was like, did congressional testimony and everything.
National support, a ton of national money. There had been some concerns from Democratic leaders that maybe he was a bit complacent as a candidate. Wow, that proved to be true. He's been upset by Angie Nixon. Nixon, who came at him from the left, who joined the DSA, Democratic Socialists of America, during this campaign, who wins this primary. Now, Nixon in the general election is going to face off against Ashley Moody. Moody is the appointed incumbent senator right now. And Marco Rubio left to join the administration. Moody was appointed to replace him. She's now running for the seat on her own. She easily wins the Republican primary. This is not a race. This U.S. Senate race in Florida was not considered, looking ahead to November, a top-tier race. Democrats had been hoping they could make it one, but the Democratic establishment at least, their calculation was based on Vindman winning this primary, not on a candidate as far left as Nixon winning this.
So here's the real test. And I think you already know the answer.
Yeah.
Will the Democrats fall in line? Or will they spoil the broth?
In Florida, they'll spoil the broth.
And this is the fucking problem we have.
Yeah.
Is I think we're gonna lose a couple of seats because Democrats are too fucking stubborn and they're too fucking spiteful and proud, and they won't just get behind the anti-Trump candidate.
If it was a state that they thought they had a better chance of winning, they would fall in line. But in Florida, they're not going to care.
I mean, having another senator is having another senator.
Right, but they don't have unlimited money, and they're not going to throw money at Florida if they don't like their candidate.
They were throwing money at the progressive. So it's just like, call off the dogs. Tell your people to jump on board. That's all they got to do.
The whole anti-DSA thing that the Democratic Party is on right now is it doesn't instill hope that they're going to back candidates who've won Democratic primaries, just like Mamdani. He won the primary, and then they're like, well, we're just going to fund the guy who lost to him
as an
against
independent.
him. Yeah. So I don't have a whole lot of hope that they're going to get.
DSA needs to get the hell out of my party.
Right.
Get out of my party.
Now, if it was like the same candidate in like South Carolina, because there's a big battle going on for the South Carolina Senate too, because Lindsey Graham ain't there anymore, and his sister did a real bad job in that debate. It was real bad.
She did great.
And the lady who was running as on the Democratic side against Lindsey Graham is
sharp as
a good
tack.
candidate. Yeah, she's good. And from what I heard, so is the DSA lady from Florida. But I don't think they would put the same resources into a Florida race that they would put into a race that they thought was more winnable.
And that's their fucking problem. Is they only want to win the way that they like to win.
Right.
By ignoring minorities and getting corporate dollars.
Right. No, exactly. And it's only gonna, I don't know how many primaries are left. They're probably almost done at this point with all the states. But a few more of these DSA wins, and they're gonna really have to rethink their position on all this shit. Because if you get enough of these DSA candidates together and they form like a real good progressive caucus,
that's what I'm saying.
The Democratic Party is going to have a real problem because the margins are going to be so thin.
Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Delaware. All the Augusts are done.
And those are all big Democratic states.
Right.
So the Democrats are going to have to realize at some point that they have to let these people in and that they have to change their ways so that it's better for everyone. And, you know, the DSA candidates might have to give up a few things, but the DNC is going to have to give up a lot.
They're going to have to come towards the middle. I think they understand that. Mamdani's well understood that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the establishment is going to the left. You're going to start doing shit for people again.
Yeah.
Or you're going to go.
I think they should take this as a sign that their politics isn't working.
It's time to shift gears.
It's time to change. I have a greater and greater suspicion that this is one of those change elections where the coalitions are going to get mixed up again and people are going to vote whoever they want to vote for, and it's not going to be party line stuff.
Right.
Like, even on the Republican side, they fucking are tired of some of the Trump shit over there.
Yep.
And so you're going to get Republicans voting for Democrats, and you're going to get change. It's a critical change election. You are going to see in November which way the wind is going to blow, and it is not with the DNC.
And it's strange that the DNC would take to the same fear mongering that the right wing was doing, as if that is bringing them all droves of pollsters, onto their side. Both parties are stinking up the place.
Yeah.
The president is stinking up the place. No one likes any part of this federal government right now. They're not fans. Every question that the people are asked, they're saying they suck at this. They suck at that. They can't figure this out. They can't. The DSA is fucking just paving roads, fixing shit that they can, fixing what they can reach.
Mamdani's just showing up and paving the roads himself.
Turning on water fountains. and it sounds like primitive and sophomoric, but that's the only way forward is regular people shit for regular fucking people. No one gives a shit about all this the US stable coin and let's beat China in the AI race. Bitch, we ain't got fucking lettuce we can eat. We don't give a shit about your Claude. Okay, no one cares. They found their wedge issue or their like little wedge issue, and they've blown it up to this big old thing. It's essentially transgender for everybody.
Right. And you know, each party complains that, oh, we're the party of the working people, and they're the other party, they're the corporate party. They're both fucking corporate parties.
And I think everyone can, it's hard to deny it now.
And so when these DSA members are winning Democratic primaries, just like on the other side, I'm not equivocating this in any way except for people have won elections.
This is a full equivocation from Timothy Chalamet.
But it's kind of like when the old neocons started losing to the Tea Party members in their primaries, and everyone was like, "Oh man, we're gonna get primaried on the right." It's same math, different ideology, but if the Democratic Party keeps losing to these DSA members, they're going to have to realize that that's going to be the party in the future.
They don't have a choice. That's what they also don't like. James Carville and the like, and his ilk, they don't have a choice.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a hostile takeover, but motherfucker, these are the younger Democrats, and they have a voice too. Right. And with millennials being the largest voting bloc, either you're going to lose to the DSA or you're going to let the Democratic Party be run by people who actually are competent. What would you like to do?
And people are tired of the wait and see politics of Carville and Schumer and Jeffries and all these people are like, well, we'll see what happens. We're not going to actually do anything though. Like,
oh yeah,
people are tired of that shit. So
because it's a lie.
They're not going to vote for these people anymore.
And she only had like, I think $60,000.
Right. And Florida is one of those states that does matching funds. So if you raise money, Florida will give you, I think it's like 2 or 3 times the money you raise. But I mean, she cleaned this guy's clock, man. 55-44.
She won 117,000 votes lead.
Yeah, and that's before all the votes were counted.
He probably made up a whole bunch of it, you know.
Yeah.
He really tied it up there.
It's a real Mike Lindell situation over there.
One big fellows kiss my ass.
I heard that he's self-funding a recount, even though he lost by 11 points. Like, what are you hoping to get over there, bud?
Who knows?
Let's see. Did Kornacki talk about anything else? Oh, there's this other race between Moskowitz.
Dude, Oliver Larkin is a beast. I put him on Unboxed list.
Yeah,
absolute beast. He should have done a lot better, but I think he is the perfect person to do comms for DSA.
Yeah,
perfect. I think I watched one of his things. How much time you got?
10
minutes.
$5.
$5 foot long.
See, we don't even have that anymore.
No, he run that.
No more $5 footlongs. Because inflation and corporatism and stagflation.
All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. That one's me. Okay.
I think Florida voters are ready for those consequences as well. Floridians, over 60% of us voted to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour in 2020. And frankly, we're not going to need people working 3 or 4 jobs if one job is paying a living wage. So I think the American people want to see us raise the minimum wage, which has gone the longest period without being raised.
And can you put Diz's back up there? Sorry, I don't know if you scrolled or not. The important thing about that is they were willing to sacrifice their majority just to be right on one issue.
Right.
Just to show everybody. So not only did they lose the presidency, but they lost all those House seats too.
Right. They were willing to sacrifice us.
Yes. And their current posture is next time you'll listen to us.
Right. Next time you'll listen to us.
We outnumber you, bitch.
Like we're tired of this shit. So we're gonna start voting for people who represent the things that we want.
crazy, right?
Since it was established.
Yeah, I'm curious why not capitalism over socialism? Why are you choosing socialism?
Well, democratic socialism is about bringing the systems of government that govern our lives under democratic control. We already pay a Medicare tax. Why don't we all have access to Medicare? We already pay.
Oops.
Into Social Security. Why are the wealthy and elite getting away with paying a lower effective tax rate on Social Security than the rest of us? With this,
oh my God, you could fix it all right now if you just said, "Hey, we're taxing all of your income at that rate."
We're gonna raise that Social Security up. We're gonna get rid of that 438,000 cap for a couple. Just gonna get rid of it. All the way up.
Rid of it. Yeah.
Just go all the way up.
Social Security income cap. So the capitalist system in the United States of America, we've seen the Great Recession, we've seen the enormous transfers of wealth under COVID-19, and we want equity in our system. When America has been at its best, we've invested in the social safety net like we did under FDR in the golden age of American capitalism in the 20th century. We just want to see.
He's got to be in charge of comms, dude.
Yeah.
And this Fox News dude, like, he's hitting all the Fox News talking points, but it's like a socialist thing. He's like, damn it.
God damn it.
I support all of these things.
With a democratic socialist principle.
So handsome.
That we're investing in the American people.
Curse your salt and pepper beard.
We're bringing our systems under democratic control.
Would you at least concede that capitalism in the United States has been extraordinarily effective, raising more people in the history of the world than anywhere out of poverty and leading to amazing developments, inventions, so on and so forth, putting America where it is?
Well, not according to people from England.
I would say that when America has been at our best and when we've raised people out of poverty, it's because we've invested in the social safety net.
Yeah, does he think capitalism did that? Because the GI Bill is not capitalism.
Hey, ask him what it was like before labor unions.
We've invested in the minimum wage and Social Security. So I think many of the greatest successes in American capitalism have been when we've invested in spreading the equity around and not just privileging the wealthy and elite like we have currently under our economic system and the billionaire tax cuts advanced by Donald Trump.
I'm assuming you, with the rest of the DSA platform, are in favor of open borders. I wanted to play some of this video from Ceuta, Spain, just to give you an idea and maybe get your take on what's happening there, as they call it chaotic when they open the borders and they let the flow of migrants in. If we can play some of this video, what do you think of that?
Who does Spain border? Portugal and France?
They have an island that's right off the coast of Morocco.
Like Gibraltar?
Kind of, yeah. And on this Spanish territory or whatever, someone, they don't know who it was, went on social media and told all those people that the border was open and that they would be welcome there. So they fucking showed up, and then like it's been this whole thing. I don't know which right-wing group of assholes sends people to other people's land as some sort of troll, not Governor Abbott.
Right.
Are you afraid that might happen here, or do you welcome this?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything to fear with people seeking a better life in the United States of America. My wife is the proud daughter of Nicaraguan immigrants. We have consequences right now as a result of Jared Moskowitz, my opponent, and 46 Democrats, as well as every Republican vote.
A certain country said you cannot use our military bases to do any of your bullshit.
To pass the Lake and Riley Act that is not only detained immigrants with no criminal conviction whatsoever, but they're now sweeping up American citizens, people who are being racially profiled. So we're seeing people dying in ICE detention, being shot on the street, like in Biddeford, Maine, just a few weeks ago, and of course in Minneapolis. So we have an
and what about the people?
ICE
what about the
agency
people killed by the illegal immigrants? What about the many people, the Lake and Rileys? I could go down the list, being killed by illegal immigrants. Why are there no protests for them? Why would you not protest for them? Would you at least concede?
I'm going to change the subject violently.
Yeah, right.
This is a big problem in this country.
We certainly need to make sure that our communities are safe, and that if people have committed violent crimes, that they are held accountable for that, including if they've committed violent crimes in the countries that
Because we
ICE
run these
ICE is
roles
lawless
every
in and of
day.
itself. ICE is
We run these roles
ICE
every
is-
day of ICE
is
bringing these
attacking
people out of the
people-
country who have committed heinous crimes. Last week, there were a number of rapes of a baby, of a 6-year-old. Would these types of things be worthy of protest?
We need to keep our
Is he lying
community
or is he
safe,
stupid?
and we
Put in
need
your
to
votes
hold people
now.
accountable when
Oh,
they
I
have
didn't even
harmed
hear that.
others,
Fuck the
when
hell
they have
off.
broken the law. But let's be clear, immigration is a civil violation, not a criminal violation. So we need to stop treating the equivalent of a parking ticket like people are breaking the law and need a militarized police force breaking down their doors. So the comparison here is not one of criminality. It is whether we are respecting international law, the right to asylum, the right of respecting refugees' rights. These are internationally agreed upon standards that the United States is violating. And I'll be clear, it's been violated by both administrations of Republicans
No. No.
and Democrats that have really enforced a cruel relative to the number of people that have immigrated to the United States. Yes,
What is the number?
Immigrants
When you
commit
say
fewer
a few, what
crimes
is the
than
number?
American
What is
citizens.
the number that you would allow? What is the number that is fine with you? Is there a benchmark? Is it fine? How many children can be raped and it's fine if you're in relation to the immigration community?
If we're going to talk about children being raped, then we need to hold this pedophile president, Donald Trump, accountable, and all those that have been implicated by the Epstein files that the Department of Justice is still not leaking. And they've sent APAC after Thomas Massey for having the temerity to
Mr.
hold
Larkin,
accountable.
I was trying to get there, but Tim ran out of time. That's the best part.
Be raped and it's fine if you're in relation to the immigration community.
If we're going to talk about children being raped, then we need to hold this pedophile president, Donald Trump, accountable, and all those that have been implicated by the Epstein files that the Department of Justice is still not leaking. And they've sent APAC after Thomas Massey for having the temerity to
Mr.
hold
Larkin,
accountable the pedophiles that are in control of our government.
Thank you.
Shout out to Oliver Larkin. You held down the fort, man. I wish you would have run your race, but the DSA needs to call him today and be like, we need you in charge of comms for our movement going forward. All right. Well, it's time for me to eat. It's 2 o'clock. Oh, it's 1 o'clock. Oh, it's 2 o'clock for him. That's what I was wondering. I was like, where's he going? I thought we had an hour. But I forgot he's on the freaking East Coast. Okay, well, I'm going to go eat and get some stuff done around the house. But I will see you guys later on tonight when we do some unboxing. I think we got some pretty good stuff on the plate, on the menu. But it's been fun. Yeah, for real. Time for me to start cooking up. Dude, that fucking pasta. Here, let me see. Or not pasta. That rice stuff I made yesterday. See if I can get a picture of it up here. Turn my brightness down. My phone is low battery. Don't make fun of me. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, man. And we put that over some white rice. Killer. Killer. And thank you, Barbara Scott, and everybody for being so generous with us. We appreciate you guys and gals and MBs, all our peoples, all our humans. Okay. I got to start cooking. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting dizzy. All right. I love you. I really do. But don't forget to drink your